Hi, I'm Michael. Intercultural awareness and effective communication go hand in hand. Culture is adversity, and being comfortable with adversity is not easy. Culture can also be an unknown, and we tend to gravitate towards the known, towards what we are familiar with. What we're familiar with is what we feel is safe, and that's generally home, and what we think of as home. People that are like us and have the same culture as us. Communicating, effectively communicating in adverse or unknown situations is always challenging. Culture has a set of characteristics that make it unique and make it different, make it that unknown, and what we're not comfortable with. It can be learned, shared, multifaceted, dynamic, and overlapping. All those characteristics come together to give each culture a uniqueness and a thumbprint that's different from all the others. And in order to communicate effectively with someone from a different culture, we have to understand these to avoid misunderstandings. Um, Misunderstandings can happen to anybody at any time. It could be a coworker that you worked with for years. It could be a next door neighbor. It could be a friend you have in your classes. Can happen to anybody. And misunderstandings arise when I use my meetings to make sense of your reality or someone else's reality. And those tend to close us off from what we should be open to. Me personally, I need to work on a couple things in order to make sure that I'm communicating effectively with other cultures. I'm open to new people, but I think I could be more open, more understanding, and limit my stereotypes. Listen more to who the person is and less of what I think that person is. Um, in order to do that, I think I probably need to learn a little bit more about world history, world geography, with a emphasis on different cultures and how they evolved. That would give me an understanding of when other cultures, other peoples from other cultures say something, where they're coming from and what they're thinking. Because what I see as a situation is maybe not what somebody else sees because of their cultural background. Um, that kind of goes into seeing it from a situation from someone else's perspective and not just taking a situation and saying, I understand this, I know what's going on, and that means they know, or I know what that person is thinking for that situation. Um, I probably need to work on being a little bit more self confident. Um, if I'm more self confident and I understand myself better and where I'm coming from with um, my cultural understanding, then I can kind of take apart my culture, my cultural understanding, and relate that a little bit better to other cultures. To say that my perspective comes from this part of my life, this part of my upbringing, my culture, where somebody else may not think about that, or may think the same way as I do, because their culture is the same in that area, but it may be different in another area. So I just need to work on being more open, seeing the world from someone else's view instead of my own, and learning to come in with a blank slate, no stereotyping, except if I can come in with a solid background, with a set basis. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and take care.